to our meditation time. It is an honor to spend these few minutes with you. It is an honor to spend them with myself, and I hope you feel the same way as you settle in, allowing your eyes to gently close or to just look down away from all the distractions around you. And then see if you can do the same thing for all those other senses. Just really bring your presence to that space where you are. Let go of the sounds outside of the room or out in the street. Let go of any other sensory things that might be a distraction. And really bring your focus to this present moment. We have to remind ourselves to do that because our senses are powerful and they are distracting. And they're always trying to catch our attention and show us something and help us to experience something. But as we ask the senses to just quiet themselves, what we'll experience is this present moment. And we'll do it with the breath. So together, just take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And then just exhale, let it go. And a slow, deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more together, breathing in and breathing out. And as you continue with a pace of breath that is your own, again, just allowing yourself to come here and now, this present moment, not worried or distracted by the moments that haven't come yet. Breathing in, I'm here. Breathing out, I watch the moment pass. And just settle into a rhythm just like that. And for these few minutes that we have together on this beautiful day, I've been thinking a lot, maybe for a very long time, but very much recently, I've been thinking a lot about humanity. About humanity. You know, on social media, I follow a lot of different people about rescuing animals, dogs and cats that are strays, and cows and sheep that have been treated poorly and that are rescued and brought to these beautiful places, the sanctuaries that they get to live the rest of their lives. It always warms my heart when I hear these stories about how someone stands up for these beautiful creatures. Someone stands in the gap and brings them back to a place of comfort and safety and peace and ease. And then again, this concept of humanity has just been sitting with me a lot. And I don't see very many social media posts about how we stand in the gap for each other or how we hold space for each other. Instead, I see a lot that are about separation, about one opinion over another, one right more than another. And as I read those, and I see all this banter going back and forth between human beings, I come back to this concept of humanity, this oneness, this unity. When we cut our skin, we all bleed. When someone close to us passes away, we all feel sorrow. When someone praises something that we've done well, we all feel affirmed and valued. It doesn't matter the color of our skin or the language that we speak or the religion that we practice or the way in which we vote on election day. There are things that unite us all. There's a quote by Ram Dass, and it actually was the title of one of his books. He says, "We are all just walking each other home." And he wrote that quote and he wrote this book very late in his life after he'd suffered a pretty debilitating stroke, and he couldn't get around and do the things that he had done for so many years, teaching and sitting with people. And so he decided to use this last part of his life as a way to keep this spiritual practice going, even in the late stages of someone's life. And so he coined this phrase that we're all just walking each other home. We sit with each other at the end. We hold someone's hand. We help someone to feel comforted and safe. But what about all those days and weeks and lifetimes, just about, that happened before the end stages of life? And so as I listen to his teachings and I study of my own, I think this concept of we're all just walking each other home is a way we could actually live in the here and the now. We won't all agree. We will do things inadvertently or maybe sometimes on purpose that does hurt someone's feelings or cause them sorrow. We will falter and make mistakes. But remember, no matter who we are and where we come from and what we believe, when we cut ourselves, we all bleed. And when someone close to us passes away, we all hurt. And when someone celebrates something that we've done, we all feel seen and valued. So could those things be enough for us to see ourselves as one humanity? And with that idea, could we then live our day-to-day lives here in the present moment with this idea of we're all just walking each other home? Not we're all walking each other to the last days of our life, but this idea of home. When I say home, what do you picture? What do you see? For some of you, it's the place where you are now and you've made it yours. Some, it's a childhood home, a place that you go to and you visit on holidays. See home. Feel the fondness that you have for that spot. The nostalgia, the safety, the security. What if we could help every person that we interact with to feel those things? Safety, security, peace, ease, love. I believe the path to do that is this practice. There may be a little bit of a selfish motivation as we sit and we pause and we breathe, that we'll get to experience the peace and the ease and the love and the calm. But doesn't it then bubble up inside of us and make us want to share it with someone else? And I think maybe that then is our path to just walk each other home. To stand beside someone, to stand in the gap for someone, to walk before someone. This practice doesn't just illuminate our own paths, it can allow us to illuminate the paths of others, walking each other home. And so I'd like to just pause and just kind of let all of that just kind of sink in and see what feelings does it conjure up? What do you notice about your thoughts? This idea of we really are all the same. And this practice really is a pathway to us holding space for other people who haven't quite discovered it just yet. Our peace, our ease, our calm is communicated in every breath that we take, every word that we speak, every action that we engage in. And in that way, we really are walking each other home. So let's just pause. See what you notice. What thoughts come across your mind? What feelings in your heart? And then I want you to picture the person that you love more than anybody else on this planet. And as you picture them, imagine how this practice, your peace, your ease, your calm, could bless them, could shine a light on their path. How would that make you feel? Knowing that you are a part of their journey, walking home, living this beautiful life they've been given. But then I would ask us to picture the person in your life, maybe someone you interact with every day, maybe just every now and then, maybe by choice, not very often. Who is the person that you find it most difficult to be around? Who is the person that is the most difficult to have a conversation with? Who's the person that it's the hardest for you to feel motivated to help, let alone love? We all have them. We all have difficult people in our path. And it's real easy to look at them and then blame our inability to stand in the gap for them because of how they are and who they are. But what if, as we picture this oneness in humanity, we realize as much as we're doing it for the person we love the most, we're also walking that difficult one home too. So as you see their face, just think, how could the peace and the calm and the ease and the love that you cultivate for yourself in this practice, how could it light their path too? It doesn't have to be overt. You don't even have to even tell them what you're doing, but how can you live in their presence and be a source of light on their path? I think the teachings of Ram Dass are pointing us in the direction of those kind of people, not the ones that it's easy to love and to light the path for. When we learn to see the difficult ones as the ones that we're also walking home, we will truly begin to understand the unity that exists within humanity. We'll see this divine light in them as much as we see it in the ones that we love. And so I would invite you, as uncomfortable as it might be, for these next couple of minutes, let's sit with that person. See that face. Not the behaviors, not the history, just see the face. And continue to breathe in and out, slow and deep. And as you're continuing to breathe, kind of grappling with whatever uncomfortable sensations maybe you felt, embracing those uncomfortable things and just sitting with them. I would invite you, as we start to get ready to close our time, to take your two palms and just turn them up. There's always this image with this Ram Dass quote of walking each other home, of just these two hands gripped together, holding hands, one supporting the other. But what I would invite you to do is the left hand is our hand where the person that we love sits. That's our hand of compassion, acceptance, love. Imagine that your hand is holding their hand, your most precious person in your life. And then this right hand, this hand that we extend when we meet someone and we shake and we greet them, this is the hand of extension. And so imagine what it would look like, metaphorically, doesn't have to be physically, but just thinking of the idea of extending that hand to that difficult person. Again, they don't even have to even know what you're thinking, what you're doing. They just have to feel your presence. They just have to feel the peace and the ease and the love and the calm that you nurture here. And as you extend this right hand, you hold theirs in the same way that you hold the left. Because of the 8 billion of us, can you imagine what this world would look like if that's how we lived? But the key is we can't wait for the world to get their stuff together and do it and make our lives easier. It starts with us. We truly are just walking each other home. That left hand holding the hands of the ones we love the very most. And the right hand, the hand of extension to the ones that we have to work a little harder at. And then very gently just allow the hands to come back together. Maybe you let them rest down at your lap or on the desk. Maybe you bring them to heart center. But feel the union here, the two hands together. There's the union of who we are as humanity. 8 billion lights shining as one, walking each other home. Namaste.